We got a Colorado man in here. Yeah, happy Thursday to everybody. I'll tell you who the new sheriff in town is. It's Cade Klubnik. Man, Tennessee down bad. Imagine being a fan of a team with a quarterback worse than Clemson. Holy shit. That's casket.
It's falling away from me. It's falling away from me. Life's falling away from me.
Thank you, Jay. Look at Jay supporting a guy in his early 40s. That's great. That's great. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the special Thursday night call-in show, the PigskinPeete birthday show, college football call-in show. Got some great games coming up this week. Week 6. That's right, week 6. Can you believe it? It's already here. Some great games this week. Tennessee down real bad. Their Heisman caliber quarterback is behind Cade Klubnik, and that's just sad. Now, Tennessee does have more wins than Clemson, but they haven't played nobody yet. Who have they played? They haven't played Georgia yet. We'll see that in a couple of weeks. But if you want to be a part of the show tonight, click that StreamYard link. It's very easy to do. And call in and talk some college football. I'll be with you in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, Martin. Happy early birthday to you too, sir. Feeling Minnesota. PJ Fleck. Now row the boat. No. The answer is no. Y'all want to call and click that StreamYard link. Where's the Tennessee people at? Where's the Florida State? And more importantly, where's the Florida State people at? Man, this was supposed to be a good game. 3 weeks ago, this was supposed to be for the ACC championship. They've all disappeared like a fart in the wind. Ah, damn. I'm sad and disappointed. There's not enough adjectives in the English language for me to describe how I feel, how disappointed I am about this weekend. I'll wait till the start of the show. I just saw the most depressing live stream I've ever seen in my life about 30 minutes ago. What was the name of that channel? Garnet and Old. Yeah. You know what's old? Florida State championships. That's what's old. God damn. They're missing. APB, Florida State fans. What's up, everybody? I was about to say Wednesday. That's usually when I do the show. Happy Thursday to everybody. Welcome to the special college football call-in show, a birthday special. Thank you for all the birthday wishes in the chat. I really appreciate it. I am officially in my early 40s. We had a discussion and an argument and a debate about what is early 40s and what is mid 40s and what is late 40s. I'm of the opinion, and my opinion, since this is my channel, is the only thing that really matters, and because it's me who's in the situation, is that early 40s is anything before 45, because I'm 44 today. Mid 40s is 45, and then late 40s is anything after 45. So happy birthday to me. Glad to still be in my early 40s. I'm like a spring chicken. Look at me. Look at me. My youngest son told me yesterday, he said, "You look like you're 30, Dad." And I said, "Well, how old your mom look?" He said, 35. I said, "Ah."
Casket!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, if you want to be a part of the show, click that StreamYard link. Call in. I need to see some Tennessee fans in here. What do we got this weekend? We got some big games this weekend. Where's the South Carolina fans at? South Carolina actually looks like a decent team this year. I mean, they've shocked me. I'm not going to lie. 6 weeks into the season, if you would have told me before this, I picked South Carolina to win 4 games this year. So clearly I was wrong about that. I love to beat my chest like a gorilla when I'm right about things. Clearly I was wrong about South Carolina. They're going to win a lot more than 4. They might win 7. And that might save Shane Beamer's job because I thought he was on the hot seat to start the season. So shout out to South Carolina, one of the hardest games on Clemson's schedule here on out. Florida State is an absolute dumpster fire. We all know that. They've disappeared off the internet, except for some channel called, what was it? What was the name of that channel? Garnet and Garnet and Old. Garnet and Old. Yeah, I had to go in there and school them. Boy, what a boring channel that is. I don't like to hate on YouTubers because I know how hard it is to get people to watch and interact. But talk about running people off. And just to make a comment, before I ever commented, I had to agree to not troll, be respectful, whatever they were saying. And all I did was say that Mike Norvell is supposed to be some kind of quarterback guru. And the best thing he could do was go out and get DJ Uiagalelei, who's never succeeded anywhere, ever. And I got called a troll for that. There's a reason that nobody's going to watch that channel from here on to eternity, because that's just absolutely insane. These people are soft as Charmin. But shout out to them. Let's look at the chat here, then we'll get to the phone calls if there is any. I know I'm doing this on a different night than I normally do it, but we'll get through it. I promise you. We'll get through it. Where's my cheers to the chat? Cheers in that. Here you go. Cheers to the chat. We'll get to it. What we got here? Jay Shipes is here. Matt Dummett, Stingray, Colorado man. Look at that Colorado man in here. Who do they play this week again? That's another team I was wrong about. I thought Colorado was going to win 4 games this year. They're halfway there. They'll probably win 6. That's great. That's amazing and fantastic. Ultra Maga Dog, Kevron Harris, Wahoo Brad, Jay Shipes, Deion Sanders is here. Hey, Deion.
I still love you, but I don't like you, bro.
I do love Deion Sanders, but you know what? That sound drop I just made is actually like totally accurate to the way I feel about Deion Sanders. I still love you, but I don't like you, bro. I can't sum it up any better than that. Atypical Gump. Jay Shipes, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Pastor Dave is here. Big win over Georgia last week. Jeremy Garrettson. Martin Rosario. The beautiful Mrs. Peete is here. The Uncle Lou is also. He's here both in the chat and he's also here in the house. Imagine that. Jonathan Dukes. Seminole. There's a Seminole right there. I need to hear from a Florida State fan today. Look, of course I want calls, and any call about college football is on the table, and I'll appreciate any call. But I got to hear from. It's Florida State and Clemson week. What is going? Hold on. Let me put this back on. What is going on? No Florida State fans are excited about playing Clemson. This is a rivalry. This is Clemson's biggest rival in the ACC since Florida State joined the ACC. They're missing. They're so defeated, they won't even talk shit with me. I can't even bring myself to make a trash. I was looking forward to making 3 or 4 Florida State trash talk videos during this week because honestly, if I'm being honest, if you look at Clemson's schedule, there's not that many games where I could talk shit. Talk shit about Georgia before the Georgia game. Okay. Florida State and then South Carolina. That's 3. 3 out of 12 weeks. You guys took a third of my trash talk away because I feel so goddamn sorry for you. I feel bad about doing it. And I'll be wasting my time too. What a pitiful situation. Brock Glenn. Where's I at? Noah Livingston. Millis Vanillis. What's up, Mayhem Matthew? JC is here. Oregon Ducks. SOTD. He says Florida State by 1. Let's go. Squidtard. Cade Klubnik is 0-1 all-time versus Joe Milton. Well, guess what? Joe Milton's not the quarterback of Tennessee anymore. Nico is. Big Orange. What's up, Big Orange? Hudson Dean. Nate the Great. Slim Pickens. Happy birthday, Pete. Pac-Man sends regards. Who's Pac-Man? Are you talking about that piece of pizza with a square cut out of it or a triangle cut out of it? I don't know what Pac-Man you're talking about. Jeremiah Johnson, what's up? Hairy Leg. Pete's walking stick. Show me to the people. Why y'all hating on my walking stick? Come on now. What's up, BVD? Billy Cole is here. Gordon Douglas. Florida State going down this weekend. Yeah, by a lot more than 14.5. Now, I did see the line move from 14.5 to like 15.5. Probably because I put my mortgage on Clemson. I moved the line an entire point. TriStar is here. I can't believe of course you can't believe the title. I bet you can't believe the fact that Nico's a worse quarterback than Cade Klubnik either, can you? No, you can't. Stacy Bettram, thanks for letting Lou with. I think what you're saying is thanks for letting Lou stay with you. Yeah, of course you could stay here. Shoot 'em 556. Masturbator is here. Something tells me Masturbator is getting off on this stream right now. Lisa Sims. What's up, Lisa? Roger Dodger. All right, let's see. Well, give me a second. I'll tell you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what's up? You're on with Pete.
What's with this title?
I mean, can you read?
Oh, I can absolutely read. But, again, okay, so Cade Klubnik finally gets his head out of his ass and starts to learn how to play football. Nico is a well machine. He's the Lord and Savior of Tennessee football. And you know that. I mean...
Dying, right?
Oh, my God!
I mean, what has he done? I mean, you know, because here's my thing. Not only do you owe me and all of Vol Nation an apology, you owe my lady sitting next to me an apology. She's seen that and she was so offended. She wanted me to get on here to yell at you. Like, she's like, why would PigskinPeete put that as his title?
Have you seen the stats between Nico and Klubnik?
Yeah, but do you know the levels of competition difference?
No, there's not really any. Clemson's had better competition. They played the number 1 team in the country at the time, Georgia. Still a top 3 team in the country. Who's Tennessee played? NC State. Who performed better against NC State? Nico or Klubnik? Answer that for me.
I mean, it's about equal.
No, it wasn't. Did you watch the games? Or TriStar? Do you only watch Tennessee, or do you watch the other games too?
No, I watch everything,
All right.
and
Just making sure.
But again, I just want to say my thoughts and prayers are with the people in the Carolinas.
Yes, me too.
What they've been going through. I have plenty of friends out in Western North Carolina that were heavily affected by all this. I really hate it for those people and everybody in South Georgia and part of the upstate South Carolina that really got affected as well. That's not getting as much publicity. But, my thing is yes, Tennessee, I think they are for real this year, but I still got a little bit of Batterval syndrome.
I understand.
It's kind of like, okay, we finally have a really good defense. It feels like this team's just a well-oiled machine, to where Nico. See, here's the thing. They don't really ask Nico to go out there and be the hero. He doesn't have to. Can he? I think he absolutely can. It's just so far he's not had to because the team around him has been so good.
I agree with you. And look. Here's the truth. I'm trolling Tennessee only because for the last 9 months, all I've heard is how terrible Cade Klubnik is, how Clemson's fallen off the map, Dabo's on a hot seat, the game has passed him by. You need who's your backup quarterback, Peete? Who do you got coming in? You can't get anybody from the transfer portal. Cade Klubnik ain't the answer. And then on the flip side of that, all we've been hearing all offseason is how Nico is going to be the best quarterback.
Lord and Savior.
That Nico is going to be the best quarterback since fucking Jesus. And then here we are almost halfway through the season. They've played the same amount of time. They played basically the same level of competition. They even have a common opponent. And Klubnik's numbers are better. And I'm not. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not even claiming that Clemson is better than Tennessee. I never even said that. All I did, and all I do, is post facts. I'm factual. The facts are that so far, 5 weeks into the season, Klubnik has been a better quarterback than Nico. Is that false? Am I lying?
No, you're not wrong.
No, of course I'm not lying.
Now, I'll ask you this. What's your thoughts on the ACC versus SEC battle this weekend between Ole Miss and South Carolina?
I've got South Carolina covering. It's 9.5. Yeah, I got South Carolina. They might win the game.
Coming into the season, I was not high on Ole Miss. I said I think they're fool's gold. I think they got exposed last week, and now they're kind of in do or die mode, and now they're going into Columbia. And plus South Carolina is coming off of a bye week.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I think it's all hinging on, is Sellers playing or is Robbie Ashford playing? I think if Sellers play, they have a very good chance of winning. Ashford, don't know. I'm still not sold on Robbie Ashford.
I don't know about that. I think that Ashford played well, and I don't know who's better. I'm assuming Sellers is, since that's their certified starter. But I don't think South Carolina is winning any game based on their offense. I think it's all they've got one of the better defenses in the SEC and in the country right now. I mean, it's 5 weeks into the season, their defense, their front seven's legit. South Carolina's is.
Their front seven is really good. Dylan Stewart's an animal, but again, as everybody in here knows, I refuse to accept them as an SEC team. They're an ACC team at heart. They just refuse.
You talking about South Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying that for years.
Well, it's the same thing with Maryland. Maryland's, they had ideas of grandeur, like, oh, we can leave the ACC and make all this money.
Well, Maryland wasn't worth a shit when they were in the ACC either, so I don't even know what that.
Well, I mean, they weren't teams in the 80s.
In the 80s?
In the early 2000s.
Man, come on,
in the
bro.
early 2000s.
Man, stop,
yeah. What
stop. Stop it. 80s. It's 2024, man. You're going back 40 years. Yeah, you're going back in the early 40s.
Maryland historically.
Going back the early 40s.
School anyways.
Like me. You're going back when I was a toddler.
Well, Maryland historically is more of a basketball school, anyways.
Yeah. All right.
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite basketball games all time was Maryland and Duke in the early. I think it was like 2001.
Don't listen. All right, I'm about to hang up on you. I got to get to another call anyway. But you start talking about basketball or baseball, I don't want to hear it. This is a college football calling show.
All right.
Stop the basketball. What the fuck are we doing here? If it's not about the
Well,
NBA playoffs where I win a bunch of money, I don't want to hear about it.
Well, just saying. Now, of course, one game that's interesting to me is the Big Ten Southwest Conference matchup between SMU and Louisville.
Yeah, I like that game too. That's a good game. Yeah.
And is it time to get aboard the Pony Express?
No. Are you? Well, I don't. It depends on what you mean by that. Are you talking about for competing for the ACC?
Well,
No, the answer is no.
I accept them as ACC, but is what it is.
Well, you don't have to accept them. They're in the ACC. I mean, so go ahead and accept it.
No, I'll die on that hill. They'll always be a Southwest Conference team.
No, they're in the ACC.
They might have the patch. I mean, listen, I still consider Georgia Tech an SEC team. They might have an ACC patch, but you go talk to their fans.
Well, you are living in you need to get with the future. So let me ask you a question. You're going back years and years now. Do you consider Texas and Oklahoma to be SEC teams or no?
Hell no.
Why? They're in the SEC.
No team west of the Mississippi. That includes Arkansas and Missouri. I consider Missouri and Oklahoma Big 8, and I consider Arkansas, Texas, Texas A&M Southwest Conference. I don't consider Arkansas an SEC team.
You don't consider Arkansas an SEC team?
No.
Oh my God.
Listen, historically, all their rivals are in Texas. They don't have a rivalry with any SEC school. LSU was forced. Go back and look. They didn't play much until '92. I mean, again, you even agreed with me about South Carolina. South Carolina left the ACC in the 70s.
No, I consider South Carolina to be an ACC level team. I don't consider them to be an ACC team. Clearly, they're an SEC team.
No, they look like an ACC team.
I can't.
If you go look on Wikipedia, their 5 most common opponents outside of Georgia, who they played every year like Clemson since the dawn of time, is Wake Forest, NC State, Clemson, and North Carolina.
How old are you, TriStar? If you don't mind me asking, I'm in my early 40s. How old are you?
I'm 29.
You're 29. And you can't accept the fact that teams change conferences. I mean, this has been happening for 100 years. This is not. I know people like to focus on the fact that, like, over the past 12 months, there's been like this big shift. With the Pac-12 teams joining the Big Ten and SEC, Big 12 teams joining the SEC, but you can't wrap your head around the fact that this happens. It's been happening for years. So you just think that everybody 50 years ago should stay in the same conference they were in, otherwise you don't consider them to be in that conference? I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't consider Nebraska a Big Ten school.
All right, I have a good day. I can't with this guy. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's up, Pete?
Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing just fine, bud.
That's great. Are you out of the? Do you have power?
Oh yes, I'm here in Washington State.
Yeah, so you didn't get hit with the hurricane in Washington State, then, did you?
No.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
If you do get hit with a hurricane in Washington State, you can always come stay with me.
Thank you, pal.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting conversation, Whiteville.
What?
That was an interesting conversation.
I wouldn't describe it that way, but thank you.
Nah, I wasn't really describing it that way either. I mean, he doesn't know much.
You saying the last guy doesn't know much?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm really hoping that Mizzou wins this weekend, but I don't know.
They're not going to win. They're going to lose to Texas A&M. Mizzou is a paper tiger. Yeah, they're not any good. I know people are trying to prop up every team in the SEC because they're in the SEC, like TriStar would do. Well, never mind. TriStar doesn't consider Missouri to be a SEC team. Forget about that. But Missouri has rode the struggle bus against bad teams all year, and now they're about to go to Texas A&M. We'll see what they're really about. Look, I'm not really confident about that game, but I'll take A&M at home against Missouri.
Yep. I mean, even as a Mizzou fan, myself, I think that Texas A&M, in that environment, I just feel like they got a bit of an edge.
Missouri's got the edge?
Not A&M.
Yeah, they got the edge. They're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got the better defense, too, by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's Clemson looking this year?
They're better than Tennessee. What do you think about that?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, what's Tennessee ranked? In the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, better than Tennessee. Better quarterback, too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you, let me ask you a question. What do you think about Clemson this year?
Well, to be honest with you, I've not really been following much, but I tell you, probably whatever you say, I'm going to agree with you about Clemson.
Why? Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Why would you agree with me?
Because
I'm even dumber than TriStar.
Oh man.
Yeah, better shade of orange too. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to walk out of your house and pick either Tennessee orange or Clemson orange, which one would it be?
Probably Clemson.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully it's a good season for Clemson this year.
Huh?
I hope that Clemson has a good season.
Yeah, they'll have a good season. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Anything else you got for me today, or?
No, I'm just gonna. I know other people want to call in, so I'm just gonna let you get to that.
All right, thank you, Eric. Good luck to your Huskies this week. That's a big game this week too. Washington. I think I picked Washington to lose though. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I just have 5 things. Number 1, I'll be calling back in a little bit. Number 2, Brewers, big bang.
Bang.
They just scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, so we're looking good there. Number 3, how long do you think Quinn Ewers is going to be out?
I have no idea. I thought he's about to come back this week. He's not?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've been a little out of the loop.
I don't know, but I think they probably need him to come back so that Manning can stop outshining Nico.
Oh, man, that was number 4. Arch Manning has 2 starts this year, but somehow has more passing yards than Nico.
Man. How many quarterbacks in the country do have more passing yards than Nico? We've already talked about 2. Klubnik's one of them. Manning's the other one. How many more are there?
Well, Carson Beck for sure.
Carson Beck, yeah. Oh, damn. Hold on.
Dart.
Milroe has more. He's a running. I thought he was a running back.
He is.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
is. How many things was that?
3, 4. I don't know. Taylor
it was
Green.
3, but then it was 3, but then you took my number 4 with
right.
the Arch Manning has more yards, and then number 5 goes back to number 1 about how I'll call in later. So I'll call you back with number 5. Thank you, Droovy. Thank you.
All right, thank you. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay, good.
I wanted to call in. and I wanted to talk about this 10% talent tax.
The 10% talent tax on tickets to Tennessee games to cover the NIL, or not the NIL, the profit sharing deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
And unlike most of my fellow coworkers that are in favor of it, I think it's complete bullshit because these colleges have more than enough to pay their own players, and they're just not wanting to do it. Like, they make enough on beer alone in the games to cover this talent tax. And what frustrates me is these colleges are going to – everyone's going to copy what Tennessee's doing, you know? And I hate to be the forerunner of that, you know?
No, I agree with you. Tennessee's the poster child for this 10% raise in ticket prices. But you're right. Everybody else is going to follow it because people will pay it. And it's a shame, really, because the cost of, I mean, look, I'm in my early 40s, so I've been around the block, and I've bought a lot of tickets to games for Clemson and other teams as well, but mostly Clemson. And I've seen, I mean, everything's gone up in price, obviously, over the past 20 years and longer, since the beginning of time. But it's getting to the point now, college games used to be affordable for virtually everybody, unless you were like completely poor. Like you could afford to buy a college ticket. At this point, it's gotten out of control. Even before the 10% addition for the profit sharing thing, and so it just continues to go up and up and up. And of course, I don't know. Tennessee, they allow alcohol in their stadiums, right? Like beer sales. Yeah. See, Clemson doesn't do that. But, they tax you on everything. I mean, it's a $10 hot dog. I don't know how much a beer is in Knoxville. It's probably $15 for a fucking Bud Light or whatever it is. It's insane. And they just keep adding more and more on. And you're right. They have the money to pay all this stuff already. They shouldn't be passing it on. But guess what? Welcome to capitalism in the United States of America. The university or the corporation, which is what a university is basically, is a corporation, is not going to bear the brunt of having to pay $20 million to their athletes. They're going to pass it on to me and you. And until people stop buying tickets, which is not going to happen, then it's going to continue to go up. But I'm to the point now where I go to at least one game a year, or I try to anyway. I don't know how much longer we can continue to keep going to a game every year, unless I win the lottery or something, because it costs thousands of dollars just for me and my wife to go to a game every year, and I'm only 3 hours away. It's not like I'm across the country. I'm 3 hours away from Clemson, and we have to save up all year just to go to one single game, just two people. It's insane.
Yeah, I was just gonna add, me and my family grew up in Newport, Tennessee. I don't know if you know what's all going on with the flood and all, but I used to buy I'm 32 years old. I used to buy me and my dad season tickets for the last 10 years, and we couldn't afford it after 2022 because Tennessee actually got kind of relevant at that point. And then when they added on that tax and this hurricane just happened, I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? It's just, I mean, how much more can you hurt your own loyal fans that have been here through the thick and thin? And then you hear the taxes coming on. It's like, what?
Yeah, the tax, and let's be real. This is a way to cover, because this relates to other things other than just the profit sharing deal. It relates to the inflated contracts that these coaches are getting. And I understand if a coach is bringing millions in, like in other words, like a Nick Saban, a Dabo Swinney, a Kirby Smart, people who are winning titles and bringing record numbers of viewers on a TV, and selling tickets to sell out the stadium because you're winning and all that. I understand they're worth the money. But look at the contract that Mike Norvell just got for winning 13 games last year, and look at where they're at now.
You're right.
So this is part of the reason why they're inflating these numbers, because they're saving up to have to buy out these bad contracts. And we've seen these bad contracts happen over and over and over again over the past 5 or 6 years. When are these teams going to wake up and stop giving these coaches these inflated contracts? I mean, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, was beating down the doors of Florida State last year because Florida State won the ACC when the ACC was down bad, real bad.
Real bad.
They were down real bad. The worst Clemson team in 10 years happened last year, and that was really their only hurdle to win the ACC championship. And they gave this guy a massive contract with a buyout they can't afford. So their answer to that is, hey, we'll just raise prices for everything, and then if things go sour, we'll have a little bit of money in the bank. Maybe we can buy this guy out and get somebody better. So, but you're right. They're putting it on the backs of the average fan, and the average college football fan is not a rich person. I know they got boosters and big money people behind the scenes that donate millions of dollars to these programs. But the fact of the matter is, college football has always been built on the back of the average man, not the millionaire. But that's out the window now. So. You sound mad about it. Am I more mad about it, or are you more mad about it? I can't tell. I think I might be more mad about it than you are. Hello? You there? Well, I hope he's okay. I don't know. He said he was in the flood zone. I hope he didn't get swept away by a flood. But thank you for the call. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
I just want to start off by saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've been an avid Uncle Lou supporter for about 8 years now, and he introduced me to your channel, and I subscribed. And I'm a Voltard, as he calls it. And I saw where you said you wanted some Tennessee people. So I was like,
I do.
Let me do my first ever call in. So I want to acknowledge the fact that I am not a delusional fan. Tennessee is a defensive team that so happens to run the ball good. Nico is not the reason we are winning football games. Okay.
I agree. And you got one of the best defenses in the country, too. Maybe the best defense in the country through half a season.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the best defense we've had since '98.
I agree.
We're pretty scary. And it irritates me that I have to be a fan along with these people because they're saying Nico's going to do this and do that and do this. And I'm like, he's in his first full-time year. You give the guy some slack, He's not going to come out and win 3 Heismans, 3 Natties.
Yeah, and look, Nico is great. And here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about the Nico thing. Again, I'll say it again. I never said Nico is bad. I never even said that Klubnik is going to be a better quarterback than him throughout college. I mean, obviously Klubnik has an entire year starting ahead of Nico. And Nico is what, a redshirt freshman? I think he's not a true freshman, is he? He's a redshirt, right?
Yeah, he's a redshirt.
Yeah. So Klubnik's got a year starting on him. Klubnik was absolutely fucking terrible last year, and for a first year starter, Nico is, amazing. But it's like anything short of saying that Nico is the best quarterback in the history of quarterbacks isn't enough for a lot of Tennessee fans. So I'm just pointing out the fact that I'm obviously sensitive to the fact that I was one of the only people on YouTube, well, at least in the college football community on YouTube, that was saying pump the brakes on Cade Klubnik before the season. I wasn't saying he was going to be great this year either. I was saying he had a bad year last year, his first year as a starter. Let's give him a chance for a second year and see if he can improve. And if we go through 4 or 5 games and he looks the same way he did last year, then yeah, okay, we'll move on to somebody else. So I'm sort of reacting to the hype around Nico and the hate on Cade Klubnik coming into the season. And if you look at him at this point, Klubnik's just played slightly better. But But Tennessee is a formidable team. If Clemson and Tennessee played tomorrow, I would pick Tennessee to beat them. I'm not saying that Clemson's better than Tennessee. I've never said that.
Yeah, going back to that magical 22 season for the Vols, they were hyping up Cade and everything, and I'm like, okay, let's see what he's got against Tennessee, and he didn't do all that well, and I'm like, okay, they kind of need to calm down, and then he has a bad year in 23, and I'm like, okay, is he really the future of Clemson? And this year he's done really good. So honestly, I think Tennessee's in the same position with Nico as you guys were with Cade in 22. We just need to let him develop.
Well, Nico's in a much better situation than Cade was last year.
Yes.
If you're talking about 2022, that's different. Yeah, Cade wasn't the starter in 2022.
Yeah, his first game was the bowl game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do bad, but it wasn't great. But hey, I was one of the first people to say Cade's not the future of Clemson, and then he comes out this year and he starts doing good. I'm like, okay, I was wrong, because you guys are doing really good this year. So
yeah, I mean, he had a terrible game against. Well, actually, he didn't have a terrible game against Georgia. Clemson's defense did though, and you got to give credit to Georgia. They played better in that game. But if that game were played tomorrow, Clemson versus Georgia, do you think it would still be a 31-point victory by Georgia? I don't.
No, I've been telling all my friends, if that game were to be played tomorrow, I think it'd be like a 3-point game, 7-point game.
Yeah, it'd be close. I mean, it'd be closer than 31. I don't know how close it would be, but yeah.
Definitely.
Peete. You got a big game in a couple of weeks coming up, though. You got a couple of big games coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is the hardest stretch for Tennessee, in my opinion. Arkansas on the road. Home against Florida and home against Bama.
Yeah. I don't know.
And to all the Tennessee fans out there that I've seen saying, oh, we're going to blow the brakes off Arkansas. We're going to blow Florida out. No, we're not.
I think you are.
Arkansas's good. At Arkansas, look, I've been involved. I'm only 18 years old. So I haven't been a Tennessee. I've been a Tennessee fan my whole life, but not a long time. And from what I've seen, Tennessee has the same thing every year. We always do something to screw up our season. 2016, we lost to South Carolina and Vanderbilt.
You're 18 years old. You just said it. You hit the nail on the head. You got PTSD.
Yes, dude. And then 2022, we lose to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
you
just
got
a
to
matter of time
understand.
for us to do it again.
Of course, anything can happen in college football. The best team doesn't always win on a weekly basis. But I've been watching a lot longer than you because I'm in my early 40s. but this is the best Tennessee team I've seen in the past 20 years. It's not even close. So I think you're going to blow Arkansas out. I think you'll blow Arkansas out.
So
Now Alabama, that you might lose that. That'll be a great game. You got to go to Georgia, right?
Yeah, but today, like right now, if that game was played, I think Tennessee has a lot better of a shot than they did in preseason.
I would probably I would pick Tennessee right now, but it's on the road against Georgia, and of course Georgia is Tennessee's Achilles heel of recent years. But I don't know. I mean, they might be favored. We'll see how Georgia looks in the next couple of weeks. But I think that Tennessee might be favored against Georgia. Seriously.
We could, but see, everybody's overlooking that Florida game. You know, I sound like an idiot when I tell people, look, that Florida win is not going to be easy. Florida's never easy for Tennessee.
Yeah, that's PTSD again. That's PTSD. Yeah, if you should blow Florida out, you should blow Arkansas out.
We should, but I mean, look at last year. You know, Tennessee on the road at the Swamp, and we get blown out.
Yeah. I don't know. Florida's bad. I mean, they're approaching on Florida State bad, and you know how bad Florida State is, don't you? They're bad.
I'm very familiar with the Noles.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it.
If that game was played today, I'd take the Gators over the Noles.
Not going to blow either of them out, says Christopher Reese. Okay. Well, I'm betting on it. If I'm betting on it, that means it's true. So I'm taking.
What do you think about Tennessee, Kentucky?
I don't know about that.
That's the one game I think Tennessee's going to win heavily.
But so hold on now. You're worried about Arkansas, but you think that they're going to blow Kentucky. I think Kentucky's better than Arkansas.
Yes, you're right, but Uncle Lou has even said this before. Even when Tennessee was in the toilet, we would beat Kentucky year in, year out. We own Kentucky.
I don't care about the past. I care about this year's team. This year Kentucky team is way better than Arkansas's team. And this year's Tennessee team is not the same Tennessee team we've seen in the past.
No, I agree, but my PTSD's kicking in.
Yeah, PTSD. I am. Believe me.
Every year.
Look, it took me a while to get over my PTSD for Clemson too in the early 2010s. So I understand where you're coming from, but you should win those. You're on the way to the playoffs unless there's some sort of massive collapse by Tennessee. You're on the way to the playoffs, so I wouldn't sweat it too much. And give me Tennessee.
If we get through this next stretch, Arkansas, Florida, and Alabama 2-1. If we can get through that stretch 2-1, we'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think.
Yeah, and take Tennessee to cover this week against Arkansas. I did.
I would love to see it, Pete. I would love to see that. I'd love to see it. And good luck to your Tigers against the Noles. It's an away game, so I think Clemson's going to blow them out. But, hey, Doak Campbell, crazy things have happened.
Clemson has won the last 3 in Doak. It's about to be 4.
Well, it's been crazy things in favor of other teams. You remember when, Georgia Tech beat Florida State, and they were like top 10? That crazy kick or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was like the final seconds. So
a Clemson loss to Florida State in 2024 would be a disaster. That would end Clemson's season.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah. So, but I'm not worried about that. Clemson will cover that game easily.
Yep. Well, I'm sure I'll be back on here again one day, Pete. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Thank you, Noah. Yeah, I ain't Florida State down. I mean, they're. This ain't. What's up, your own Pete?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, happy birthday, Pete. This is Billy.
What's up, Billy? Thank you.
I'm another non-delusional Tennessee fan, but back to the guy before that was a Tennessee, talking about the tax. He really needs to go read that and see the specifics on it. It's not affecting the student prices or something, but what it is the athletic director, White, was going to have to raise ticket prices. Ticket prices are raised, and he come up with this idea, call it a talent fee, and the money goes to the players equally divided out. And I guarantee you, by Thanksgiving, all the teams will be doing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tennessee is the first one to announce it. Every school is going to do it.
Well, he said these schools have the money to do. No, the schools have nothing to do with paying the players, or they should not. And we can go.
Well, they do in the profit sharing.
And that's what I'm saying when it comes to that in 2025. But right now, the NIL rule, universities, college coaches, they have nothing to do with the NIL. Now,
so hold on now. Let me get this clear.
Have anything to do with.
Let me get this clear. Is the 10% tax on the tickets, is that effective now or in 2025?
No. It's with the profit sharing thing.
2025. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
Sir. So the NIL stuff is schools don't have anything to do with that. Effective. I mean, as far as paying money, they don't. That's not involved. It's the collective that does that and stuff. So let me put it this way: they shouldn't, according to the NCAA. So
well, the NIL doesn't. The profit sharing is directly from the university.
Right. Yeah. Right. And that's where AD White come up with the idea. Well, the first thing he did is when he got in there a couple of years ago, is he got rid of Fulmer and all his cronies. That was the first thing, and that's what put us on the road to. But I'm not so sure about Arkansas this weekend. I'm not Nancy negative, but you look at it for what it's worth. Arkansas has the 13th rated total offense in the nation. So,
well, Tennessee has the number 1 rated defense in the country.
Well, we're fixing to find out and stuff. But I just, I'm you was talking about being 44. Well, I got 25 years on you, and I've seen it all. So,
so you're in your early 60s?
I'm 69. 69.
So all right, you're late 50s. All right, I got you.
Late 60s.
I'm trying to get the semantics laid out here. All right, yeah, late 60s. All right.
Yeah. So it's and yes, we're on a good trajectory, and all these delusional fans, talk about Nico and stuff.
Look, Nico is a great quarterback, but that's if anybody says that Nico is a great quarterback, that's not good enough. I posted on Twitter today Klubnik stat. I didn't say anything. All I did was post Klubnik stats next to Nico's stats, and it's like I killed their dog or something.
Oh yeah,
I didn't say anything. I didn't say who was a better quarterback. I didn't say who was a better team. It's just like they get mad just because Klubnik's got better stats than him or something.
Listen, a couple of weeks ago, I go to Hardee's in the morning with these old gomers, and I was sitting there talking, and I honestly, this is after the OU game, and I honestly, God, heard these 4 Tennessee fans upset because Heupel put the brakes on the game and just went strictly to running.
Yeah.
And they were crying about that. So,
why do they care as long as you're winning?
Well, Pete, that's a good question, sir. Yeah. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No, it's.
I don't think Tennessee fans give their defense enough credit. Why is everything focused on Nico? I mean,
well, the defense too. What you might not know is they're rotating three people out per position on the front 7. If you watch this game, you'll see mass rotations. They've done it every game so far. They did it against OU. They did it, and that's the difference in this team, is the depth that we have on the front 7. That's it. And that's why we're where we're at, or Tennessee's where they're at right now. So I predicted 9-3 before this season started. I see what they've done so far, and I'm still sticking with 9-3.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm higher on Tennessee than you are.
Yes, sir. And a lot of people are.
I've got you probably losing. I've got Tennessee at probably 11-1.
I picked South Carolina and Kentucky to upset 2 teams, beat 2 teams they shouldn't beat. South Carolina's already did it. Kentucky's still got it to do.
Does Tennessee play South Carolina this year?
No.
Okay, so, all right.
So Tennessee think come on here. Well, we're 86-29. I don't go by that.
So your three toughest games remaining in the regular season are who? It's got to be Alabama, Georgia, and Kentucky.
Yep.
Yeah, I see you win at least 2 of those.
Well,
maybe at the worst lose 2 of them, but that's still 10-2.
For us to have any legitimacy at all, we got to win one of either the Bama or the Georgia game. Got to win one of those.
Yeah, you got to win one of those. Yeah, I agree.
And like you said, the caller before, my mother, bless her heart, passed away. Tennessee players just hear the word Florida and piss all over themselves.
Yeah, the Florida thing is just baffling to me. Like the couple callers ago said he was worried about Florida. I don't understand that.
I'm not worried about him.
I don't understand
because there's not an Anthony Richardson at quarterback.
Yeah,
was he there last year? I don't know.
Yeah, Florida's terrible. I mean, they're borderline bad as Florida State.
And I would definitely be surprised to see Lane Kiffin to go to Florida. Why would he want to go there?
Well, it would be a money decision if he did that.
Why would you put yourself in that position?
It would be a money grab. That's the only reason he would do it.
I lived in Gainesville in the late '80s, and
now look, if I'm Lane Kiffin, I'm staying at Ole Miss. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, he's got one of the best jobs in the country, sort of like Mike Gundy does, where
go 8-4, 9-3.
Go 8-4, 9-3. No, you're not on the hot seat. You go to Florida, then you risk losing your job if you had a bad 2 or 3 seasons. I understand that, but Florida's got way deeper pockets than Ole Miss does. They can afford to pay him 10, 11, a top salary, where Ole Miss is. I don't think Ole Miss can afford to pay him that.
I just think he could turn that place around.
Yeah, I don't know. But Lane Kiffin would be I mean, if I'm a Florida fan, I want Lane Kiffin. I know you don't want him. Are you one of the ones that don't want him, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Oh, I don't care. You know,
Okay.
I don't care. My guess is when I lived there in the late 80s, they had a quarterback named Kerwin Bell. And he was popular. And Kerwin Bell right now is the head coach at Western Carolina, and he's done pretty good at Western Carolina. So it wouldn't surprise me to see them go get him.
Wow. You think so? I mean, Florida doesn't really have a history of going after like group of 5 coaches, though. They always want the big, the big splash hire.
They want the big name.
They want the big name. Yeah.
I don't think a big name I don't think Lane Kiffin could come in there and turn that program around. That's just me.
Well, it's going to be a chore for anybody. I mean, they've got a history of shitting on themselves. And although they've had a couple of coaches that they shouldn't have fired, they did fire. So here we are.
I talk about McElwain. If I recall, whether he went to 2 SEC championships. If you go look, those back-to-back Eastern championships, he played Bama. In both games combined together, they had 0 yards rushing.
Wow.
Go look at that. 0. And the only reason it got to 0, it was negative, is Saban put in the 3 and 4 string the second game, and they got a yardage. But no, there's I hate the word culture, but there's something wrong at Florida right now. I don't know. It just
it's the administration, the athletic department, as far as football is concerned. I don't know. I don't really pay attention much to baseball and basketball. They might be great in those things, but their football decisions have been absolutely. I mean, if you grade them on a scale from A to F, D minus over the past 10 years for Florida, maybe longer than that. So,
by the way, just so you know, and I'm sure Lou is screaming in there because the Mets just came back in the 9th inning and beat Milwaukee 4-2.
Oh, don't tell me that. Come on, man.
Right
oh,
my
God!
Dying right
Oh, my God! God damn it.
It's final 4-2.
I thought the home team was supposed to win. That's what they told me.
Guy hit a 3-run homer.
Oh, man.
Last half inning.
The home team's supposed to win in the playoffs. That's what they told me.
Who?
They.
Oh,
they told me that.
I quote. The only reason I went to high school, college, would play. I don't even watch base. I don't watch pro sports. Nothing.
Me either.
No use.
I don't know why I'm betting on it. I don't watch it either.
Yeah. But anyway, nice talking to you.
All right. Thank you, Billy. Take it easy.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Yeah. The home team is supposed to win. That's what they told me. They lied. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's going on, Pete?
What's up?
Nothing really. It's a first-time caller. I usually call it on Uncle Lou's show, but, the hurricane stopped this channel. It's kind of down right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, UGA is, dealing with a philosophical change right now, and Kirby needs to get it together and start coaching to win in the first half and stop talking about the second half adjustment bullshit, play all 4 quarters. I can't stand something when you're playing just second half and not playing all 4 quarters. It gets on my nerves.
Yeah, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and I hear what you're saying because, they've been terrible in the first half of virtually every game this year, but they found a way to win most of them except for against Alabama. But this isn't just a this year thing. They've won 2 national titles being a second half team.
Yeah, but not all the time you win games like that, especially against elite teams.
Yeah, I hear
you. We got lucky doing that sometimes, but Mark Richt has beaten Alabama more than Kirby Smart's beaten Alabama. You know that, right?
Oh, my God.
That's bad. I don't know what Kirby Smart.
You broke out the Mark Richt comparison?
I hate to say it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I like Kirby Smart. He's better than Mark Richt, no doubt. But when it comes to Alabama, he just can't. He cannot beat him. He's only beaten him 1 time.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Skill players is a big problem. Skill position players with wide receivers, quarterback, and running back as of late has been an issue. We haven't had a legitimate wide receiver since 2020, which that was I think he went to the Steelers. I can't remember his name. He went to the Steelers. He's a big name. I cannot remember his name. But and then running backs, we haven't had somebody since Nick Chubb or Sony Michel, those kind of guys. And yeah, and quarterback Stetson Bennett was a walk-on, and we got lucky with that one. We haven't drafted elite quarterback, and we had one in our hands, and he just said "fuck us" and went to what team he went to? I can't remember. The Big Ten Conference. I can't remember. The Huskers. Anyway,
what? Who?
He went to the Cornhuskers.
A quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback. He was a 5-star recruit, and he said "fuck us," and he went to the Cornhuskers.
How'd that work out for the Cornhuskers?
Not bad. I mean, they're doing all right. They're not doing bad. They're doing pretty all right.
Are you talking about Dylan Raiola?
Yeah, Dylan Raiola. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Who would you rather have, Dylan Raiola or Carson Beck?
Dylan Raiola.
Okay.
Because I think I feel like he would do a whole lot better than Carson Beck. I think he would have, learned the offense eventually, but I feel like he would actually do better, throw the ball better. He plays better. I mean, in his freshman year, you see how he's been playing. He's played better. He looks like he's playing better. I mean, if he went to Georgia, I feel like he would have done better. It's just a mess. It goes down to recruiting.
Here's the thing, though. The last thing you just said, it goes down to recruiting. Georgia, outside of maybe Alabama, and it's close too. There's not a more talented team in the country as far as recruiting. I mean, you can't recruit better than Kirby Smart's recruited, unless you're Nick Saban for 10 years. I don't know. So
now, when it comes to on the offense, when it comes to receivers and running backs,
I'll agree with you on receivers, but you won 2 national titles with no receivers either. I mean, you got lucky that the white guy was really good, and you had one of the most dominant tight ends in the past 20 years. But
but
you recruited them too.
Yeah, McConkey and Brock Bowers as well.
Yeah, the honky. Yeah, the honky guy. The honky.
Yeah, McConkey. Yeah.
Yeah, honky.
That's one. Those two are once in a blue moon. That's like a shot in the dark. Like that's ever going to happen again. Well, I mean, you gotta be able to recruit 5-star wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs.
I don't know.
They do it, and you gotta get that fucking Chaz Chambliss on defense off the fucking field. That guy's been there for almost 80-something years. Like that guy's terrible. Him and that other guy, they're fucking terrible.
I don't know. You sound, you know what? No, I'm not picking on you, because I understand. But you know what you sound like to me? You sound like Clemson fans in 2019. You win a couple titles, and now you think that you should get every 5-star receiver, every 5-star quarterback, every 5-star defensive end, and if you don't do that, then the world's coming to an end. The bottom line is, what's Georgia ranked right now? 3?
5th. They're ranked 5th.
Oh my God, the world's ranked 5th. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? I lost my headphones now. What are we gonna do?
I don't know if they beat. No, I don't know if they beat Texas. I don't know if they beat Tennessee. Not with the way they play. I mean, they could be lucky if they beat Ole Miss. I mean, I barely have them. I don't even see them beating Texas at Texas. I mean, I don't see that happening. I mean, they're the second best team, or I think they're the first best team in my opinion. But I mean, Texas. I mean, I don't see them beating Texas at Texas. There ain't no way. There just ain't no way.
There is a way. Here's what I do think, though. I think with the loss to Alabama, which we all saw that game. I mean, Alabama dominated for 3.5 quarters or whatever, for the first half, definitely. And Georgia made a comeback. Now, you can say it's because Alabama let up on them. Whatever the case is, still, I mean, they took a lead late in the fourth quarter, but they did get the loss. Georgia gets in the playoffs in this scenario. They win 2 out of those 3 that you just said. They've got to beat well, you got Texas, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. They got to beat 2 of those. If they get a third loss, probably not going to make it in. Unless that third loss is in the SEC championship. That's it. A 3-loss Georgia team that at least plays in the SEC championship probably still gets in. A 3-loss Georgia team in the regular season that doesn't make it to the SEC championship doesn't get in. I think that's pretty much like the blueprint here. I think they can do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm higher on Georgia than most people. Maybe because I'm a Tater man and I saw what Georgia did to a really good Clemson team week 1. But I think he could beat 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, and for Florida, I mean, it's not just, and I'm going to switch topics. Florida, it's not just an administration problem, it's a presidential problem. Like, it goes to the presidential problem where it's not just the athletic director, it's the president directing the athletic director. It's at the top. That's the whole problem. The president, the athletic director, and the coach.
You talking about Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. The AD, the president, the towel boy, the coach, the quarterback, the wide receiver, the running back, the fan. Let's blame everybody.
Well, it's just, I mean, no, it's really the 3 core people: the athletic director, the coach, and
yeah. Anytime a team is bad, you can blame a lot of people.
Well, it's really just the 3 core people: just the president, the athletic director, and the coach. Those 3 people. But the president's the whole problem, but it's primarily those 3 people.
What about the boosters? Are the boosters running the show there?
What? I think that president, somebody got, it was some political shit or something happened. They got fired. And then the former president of the Florida, whoever, got hired back on. And then it's been like a shit show ever since, from what I hear.
Yeah. Florida's got a long list of problems. They've been digging a hole for a while now. I mean, you're blaming 3 people. I think there's a lot more people to blame than that. But you know who I blame? The boosters. I blame the Florida police.
Florida police?
Yes. I blame the Florida police, and I don't answer questions. Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate you. I don't answer questions, especially from the Florida police. What's up? You're on with Pete.
I like that you don't answer questions. That's a good thing because I don't have any. I've got answers.
You do have answers.
My first answer is yeah, but. I think that's an answer that guy used a lot. And I kind of lost it with that last guy when he said they were the first best. Okay, I mean, if you're the first, wouldn't you be the best? Or if you're the best, wouldn't you be the first?
Is this a chicken and the egg situation?
I think it is. I really do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. I have a very unimportant question.
Yeah.
You probably didn't see in the comments, and it's non-football related.
All right.
And it's real quick. Those glasses, are those prescription glasses?
They're reading glasses.
Okay, are those the ones that are advertising on Facebook right now?
I don't know. I'm not on Facebook. I don't know.
Okay. I was just checking because I was considering buying a pair of those. But anyway.
Yeah. No, I got these off of a website called Peepers. No, and I know if I say,
okay.
Listen, if you say I went to a website called Peepers, you might think there's something really weird going on, but it's actually
I think my roommate got a hold of it.
It's actually an eyeglass website where you can get you can get prescription glasses and readers. These are just so I can read the chat in my phone.
The question I have as it relates to football is why are you picking on Cade Ballard?
Who?
Of course, Nico couldn't hold Cade Ballard's water. Cade Ballard went 4 years to the Army.
Who's Cade Ballard?
Academy, graduated, and now he's going to do big things in Washington. Shame on you, Pete.
Who the hell's Cade Ballard?
We're picking on a future political leader. I was going to come on here and try and troll you, but there's no need.
All right.
As a Tennessee fan, look, my excuse for all the idiots out there is there's idiots out there. That's all I can say. There's idiots come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and we just happen to be a lighter shade of orange than you guys.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about this weekend's game against? It blows my mind that Tennessee fan, and I get it. Look, it's like you've got PTSD, so Tennessee's blown it in years where they've looked really good, and so you play a team like Arkansas, you're like, okay, they could lose this game. Of course you could. The game's in Arkansas, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I've been saying that all week. We could lose a lot of games.
But I don't know about a lot of games.
This ain't gonna be one of them.
This ain't gonna be one of them. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, I mean, I think Arkansas might be able to keep it close for a little while, just because their fans will be drunk and loud and all that good stuff, like a good SEC fan base should be.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
I think it'll be a close game for a little while, but I think our defense is just way too strong.
I think I'm with you. Again, I'll reiterate this for the 100th time that I've said on this channel, is that everyone's given so much credit to Nico. It's like he's like the shiny object that everybody's looking at, and everyone's just like disrespecting Tennessee's defense. Look, if Tennessee goes on to make the SEC championship, possibly win the SEC championship, make the playoffs, and make a run in there, it's going to be because of your defense, not because of Nico. And I don't know why people have such a problem with that. Why do you care if your quarterback puts up 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns if your defense is elite? Maybe it's just me.
Every national championship winner in the history of time, Pete, if you go back and look, had a dominant defense, period.
Yes, I agree. And you know how I know this? And maybe I'm sensitive to this because I'm looking at Tennessee from afar, and I can relate. And I'm not saying Clemson's going to win Tennessee's going to win a national title this year. Who knows? There's a lot of great teams out there. But Clemson won 2 national championships, and all I hear is, well, Clemson's no good anymore because they don't have Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence. And I go, but hold on now. Did you not know or watch those national championship teams with Clemson in 16 and 18? They had elite defenses. I don't care if Deshaun Watson threw for 100 touchdowns. If they didn't have those defenses, they wouldn't have won those titles.
I guess the only team that I can think of, and I may be even wrong about this, that won a national title recently that didn't have a dominant defense was the LSU defense, or the LSU team.
Yeah, it can be done.
What's his face?
It can be done.
They still had a good defense.
Yeah, and they played much better in the playoffs than they did in the regular season. You're talking about the 2019 LSU team. Yeah, they played much better in the playoffs than they did during the regular season. They were slightly above average during the regular season, but they put it all together in the playoffs. But I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, BVD. I know you are. I would rather have a dominant defense than an elite offense. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean that's true. And I'm in my mid to early 50s right now at 57.
Yeah, you're
I know
mid 50s.
Something about something. So. Shit. We can all only hope to be as old as Billy Cole. That's all I can say.
You know? Hey, I hope I lived that long.
I do too. I hope you lived that long.
We're all on borrowed time, aren't we, BBD?
We are.
You just never know.
Hosting Uncle Lou for about 4 or 5 days has probably added a few years.
Yeah.
To your life, but that's.
But hey, look, you could eat kale every day, run 5 miles, never smoke, never drink Coca-Cola, be a vegan and be Cam Newton, whatever it is, and then guess what? One day a hurricane comes through and wipes your fucking house out, and you drown in a flood.
Well, I thought you were going to say one day you're going to die, and that's true.
Yeah.
If you do all those things, it might add a few days, few years, even to your life. And shout out to you if you're able to do all of those things. I personally don't know anybody that can do all of that shit. I mean, that's asking a lot of anybody. But shout out to you and Mrs. Peete, seriously, for being a good Samaritan and doing your just dues and hosting those guys. I know you do it for a lot of people on here, so
yeah, of course.
Just know if a flood or a hurricane or a tornado or a lightning strike or anything ever wipes me out, you're gonna be getting a knock on.
Come on, BVD. I don't have one of those. because our spare bedroom where Uncle Lou's staying is on the second floor. I don't have, those chairs that you see on those infomercials for people that can't walk. They got to sit on there, and it's like an elevator.
Oh, it's like a chair.
It goes up the side of the
elevator.
Yeah, the stair elevator. I don't have one of those, so I don't know. I don't know how you get upstairs, but you can sleep on the couch, I guess.
I don't get out. I don't go upstairs, and if a person's got a porch, I can sleep on it.
You sleep on the porch. That's
anybody that knows me. I can sleep anywhere.
Look, I sleep on the porch half the time, so.
I guess the weather's nice. Why not?
Yeah, I sleep on the porch pretty much every night.
I hate that you didn't make it to Hogfest, but the weather was great there.
Yeah.
And the only thing that kept me from sleeping on the porch while I was there is he had a very comfortable couch. So
yeah.
If it wasn't for Nate farting and snoring all night, I would have probably slept better. But yeah. You have a good night or a blessed night or a thoughts night or whatever, but just make it a good one. Happy birthday, brother.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Good night, BBD. Big Vol Daddy checking in. What's up? You're on with Pete. Damn, that was, you know what? I've been doing this for about 6 years. That was the shortest call I've ever had. I mean, as soon as I picked up, oh, here he is. The shortest, hello? Hello?
Penis.
Yeah. What's up? You're on with Pete.
So Pete, let me ask you, did you get anything good for your birthday? Just curious.
Yeah, another day of life.
No, I mean, you didn't get a man purse. You get a man purse?
No. I already have a man purse, but I carry a gun in it.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
Yeah.
No,
it's not Gucci or Coach or Prada or whatever Uncle Lou wears. Yeah. I bought it off of Amazon for $22.99.
I was listening to the guys, the Tennessee people, and Billy Cole, by the way, is probably the most, well, BBD too, but Billy Cole certainly was probably the most intelligent Tennessee fan that there is. The rest of them are.
That's an oxymoron.
Oh, man. No, the intelligent Tennessee fan. It's an oxymoron. Oh my.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron.
Oh, okay.
I agree. Billy is intelligent, but still, he's an exception to the rule, I think.
Oh, okay. So, but they're not going to lose to Arkansas, so let's just get that out of the way. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, Clemson can and may, and I'm
don't even do it, Slaw. Don't even do it. I thought we got through this part of the season. For everybody who's listening, after Clemson lost to Georgia by 31 points, Slaw was on here talking about Clemson's done. Dabo's not going to be there next year. He's going to get fired. Clemson's going 5-7. They're going to lose to South Carolina, Florida State, Louisville, Pittsburgh. I mean, everybody, I think. NC State. App State. Remember you said that? We're losing to App State. Now you're about to do this again. Are you about to tell me? Don't tell me you're about to do this again, Slaw. I thought we got over this hump.
I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I am concerned that we go down. They have nothing to lose, and they just.
Who has nothing to lose?
Florida State.
Of course they don't. They've already lost all of it. By powers of deduction, they have nothing to lose because it's already all gone.
It's a dangerous thing. I mean,
no, it's not dangerous. The word dangerous and Florida State shouldn't be put in the same sentence together. The opposite of dangerous.
Damn, that's harsh, man.
They're terrible, man. Have you been watching the games?
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I look at them, too, the same way. But I just, every time I think this is a give-me game, I've got PTSD, okay?
From what?
3 years of shit.
From what?
From
From last year? Let me tell you something. I was on that Florida State podcast or whatever, or the YouTube channel earlier tonight, and every time I said something in the comment section, the guy goes, "Well, we beat you last year. We beat you. Last year you had a Heisman caliber quarterback, and Cade Klubnik was absolute shit. What? Last year has nothing to do with it. Clemson has won the last 3. If you want to go back to the past, the past 10 years, Clemson's dominated them. The past 3 games in Doak Campbell Stadium, Clemson has won all of them. And all of those teams were better than Florida State's team this year.
We found a way to lose games last year that we should never have lost.
This isn't last year.
Well, how do you not know?
What do you mean? It's not week 1 anymore, Slaw. We're in week 6 now. I've seen Clemson play this year. I know they're better than last year. Everybody knows they're better than last year, and everybody knows Clemson's way better than they were last year. Everybody knows that Florida State's 10 times worse than they were last year. So I don't even know what the discussion is here.
All I know is last year in week 4 and 5, we still lost games we shouldn't have lost. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, maybe we haven't this year.
SOTD says Florida State starting quarterback is out for the game. That might be.
Hey, their starting quarterback never mattered anyway. They don't have a quarterback.
There's a reason they were starting DJ in the first place. It's like all the people last year, Slaw, that were talking about, Klubnik needs to be benched, and same thing when DJ was there. DJ needs to be benched.
I agree.
But maybe the coaches just know who the better quarterback is. And guess what? This is bad news for Florida State.
Hey.
Maybe DJ's actually better than the guy behind him, which is even worse case scenario.
What do you think? And just switch around. Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, I'm joking a little bit.
Yeah.
Being a little poking around. But what do you think about SMU and the fact that SMU, Miami, and Clemson don't play each other? Right, this year,
right,
and if everybody goes undefeated in the ACC,
that's not happening.
I hope not. I mean, I really do. But I'm just saying, what if? I think SMU is intriguing to me. Also, Pittsburgh's not.
What about Louisville? What about Louisville?
Huh?
What about Louisville?
No, Louisville's already lost a game.
I know, not in the ACC though.
Didn't they? I thought this last weekend they did.
No, they lost to Notre Dame. That's not an ACC team.
Oh God, yeah, that's not ACC. Right?
So they're still undefeated in the ACC, just like Clemson is.
Yeah, I don't know why Notre Dame is still not in the ACC, but that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
I always look at that with a disdain and it's a black mark.
I don't think SMU is very good. I'll just be honest. I mean, I think Georgia Tech's better than SMU. I think Louisville's better than SMU. I think Pitt's better than SMU. I think Clemson's better than SMU. So I think they're like 5th or 6th. They're like a middle of the road ACC team, in my opinion, at best.
Right, well, I'm skeptical as well, but
I know you are.
I find it interesting that they are where they are. That's all. It's kind of like watching Colorado. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Guess who's in first place in the ACC? Do you know?
Miami, isn't it?
No. In the ACC, not.
No, Miami.
ACC standings. Clemson is. They have more ACC wins than Miami does.
Oh, because of the wins.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking losses. That's why I was going through the checklist. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay. That's cool. I'm glad. Hey, I'm not a downer on us. I really believe we're going to win out. I think we're going to be there. I think we'll win the ACC. I really do. I'm just worried when we get to football playoffs. Oh my God. Texas, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. Any one of those lines up against us, we are toast. I'm just saying.
I don't know about toast. I mean, nobody had Clemson even making the playoffs. Now, I won't say nobody, but most people didn't have Clemson making the playoffs. They were picking everybody under the sun. Virginia Tech, NC State, Florida State, but they put Clemson on the back burner. Of course, now they're all wrong.
Well,
like usual.
I think the ACC is weak, and it's kind of sad. I really, it bugs me a little bit because I was hoping that we'd have a FSU and an NC State that would give some fight. Pittsburgh's coming on. I mean, I'll give them that. I'll give Pittsburgh that. Louisville, I don't know, man. I'm still not. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced either. I mean, I'm not sold on Notre Dame. They lost on the road to Notre Dame. I mean, that was a close game though. It wasn't like they got blown out or anything.
No. I mean, they didn't. Notre Dame is trash though. I mean, to be honest, if you look at the fundamentals, they just suck. They do. They have no line. Their line of scrimmage is just for crap.
Yeah,
it really is. And that's the kind of problem that I was saying, with a lot of these teams, and Clemson being one of them. If we don't get our defense to get tough, I mean, I know we're okay, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. I mean, if you would have told me 5 weeks ago, coming into the season, that Clemson's defense would be worse than their offense, I would have told you were crazy. I thought Clemson. I mean, and they should be actually on paper one of the definitely top 10 defenses in the country, if not top 5. They're not. I mean, they disappeared like a fart in the wind. I mean, I don't even think they're ranked in the top 50. Now, a lot of that is the blowouts. They put the second and third string in the second half and let these other teams run up and down the field and score points. And I get all that. But the offenses have outplayed the defense by a long shot so far this season, and that is pretty surprising to me.
Yeah,
so Clemson's defense needs to get it together. I agree.
I didn't want to hold you up, but I just wanted to say happy birthday and tell Mrs. Peete everything's going to be good. We're going to win the ACC this year.
Yeah, I'll tell her. All right, thank you, Slaw. Right. Appreciate you.
Later, man.
All right. Thank you, Uncle Lou, for the super chat. Can you play the jackpot stinger 3 or 4 times for no reason? Well, I mean, if you're going to pay me to do it, I'll definitely do it. As a matter of fact, I probably would have done it for free if you just asked, because I love it so much. So here you go.
DeAndre Johnson. Who the fuck is he?
Oh, how about that?
DeAndre Johnson.
Next one.
It's
like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can. Oh, how about that? Oh, how about that?
Why you over here telling me?
Oh, how about that?
You don't have that.
It's like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can. Oh, how about that? It's like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can.
Oh my God. What's up, your own Pete? That man waited on hold for an hour to say what I don't even know what he said. All right, what's up, your own Pete?
What's up, Pete? Happy birthday. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing and fantastic, Nate. How you doing?
Chilling like a villain. Yes.
All right. What can I do for you?
Well, I was gonna sing you a happy birthday song if you wanted to hear.
Sing me a happy birthday song?
In my version, but yes. But if you don't want to, I don't have to.
All right. If I let you do that, will that be the last thing that you say on this call?
I promise.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you do it then. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wait. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and have one in the zoo. Thank you.
What's up, you're on with Pete?
Good evening, Pete. First of all, I will not be singing happy birthday for you, but I will just say happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, PigskinPeete.
All right, thank you.
Second of all, where's Lou? I heard he was in town with you.
Yeah, he's here.
Where is he?
He's here. I mean, what do you want? I don't know. What's his specific location inside my house? I don't know, but he's here.
I was gonna tell him a little something. I had a little.
Well, he's listening, so go ahead and say it. I mean.
So I don't know if you heard, but I have a new theme song that I will be playing. I will be playing tomorrow on the midday show when I come on tomorrow, and I hope you rate my new theme song that I had made.
Are you going to do it now, or are you going to wait till tomorrow? I don't understand what you're saying.
So I'm going to be debuting. I'm going to be debuting my new theme song tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And I want to get your thought on my new theme song.
Are you going to lose to Iowa this week?
PigskinPeete, hell no, because Iowa is going to lose to us by 50 points.
You think so? Cade, I hope you don't bet on sports, do you?
No. I just
All
know
right.
the
Thank God.
statistics of the game.
Thank God, because you might be looking for a place to live if you did. Because every single week you think you're winning by 50 or 60 points every week, and you haven't won by 50 or 60 points. What? Maybe once?
Twice.
Oh, twice. So half the time.
And I may be 2 for 1 or 1 for 2, but you know what? I said earlier this morning. I said Ohio State has a better chance of winning games in a blowout or shutout by 45 plus points per game. And I'm going to stick with that. And I've got 3 blowouts to shutout games. I've got Ohio State winning big time.
You have Ohio State winning big time every week, but I want like a real. What's the spread in that game? Oh, 18. All right, here we go. I'll show it to you.
It's
18 and a half points.
I checked on ESPN.
It's 18 and a half points.
8.5?
18 and a half.
18 and a half? It should be 25 and a half.
Yeah. Well, it's not. And guess what? Guess what?
25 and a half.
Guess what? Vegas knows better than Caden does.
Well, sometimes Vegas has been proven wrong by myself.
You know what I might do, Caden? See this number right here? I don't know if you can see YouTube or not.
I'm not watching YouTube.
All right, but everybody else is. So I'm circling the money line number here for Iowa. It's plus 675. Do you know what that means, Caden?
Please refresh my memory, Pete.
It means that if I bet $100 on Iowa and Iowa wins, then I win $675. That's what that means.
Now, I know you're probably gonna bet on Iowa because I know you hate my guts.
Well, first of all, I don't bet based on what you, anything that you think. I don't hate money. I hate money, but not that much. I bet on based on whether I think I can win or not. But here's what I probably will do though. I might bet on Iowa plus 18 and a half.
Well, you know what? I got Ohio State 25 plus. How do you like that?
I mean, but a minute ago you said 50.
I said 25 just to start it off.
No, you said 50.
Change it by tomorrow.
Chat, did he not say 50?
I did say 50, but I'm starting off with 25 just to warm it up a little bit.
All right.
Pete, you can be a little bit upset or frustrated, but you know what? I'm just stirring the pot a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, don't be upset with me just because I said 50 first.
I'm not upset with you.
Stir the pot up a little bit.
You can't make me upset. I'm annoyed by you.
Every time I come on the midday show with you, you're like 3 minutes only.
Yeah, because you're annoying. You don't know the difference between being annoyed and being upset. You're annoying, and the chat agrees with me.
Well, the chat is mostly all your friends, a majority of your friends.
No, they're not.
YouTube.
No, they're not.
Including somebody that is with you somebody that is living with you right now, Uncle Lou.
living with me.
You know what? The funny thing is, I was just mentioning this morning, and I will be posting my YouTube video tomorrow, that there's somebody that at least laughs at every time that you get annoyed when I come into the show, when I come on to the show. There's at least somebody that enjoys it more than me. And that's your old buddy, Miami Hurricanes fans, who I got big fan Slim Shady. I got them winning big time this weekend, too.
Yeah, I know.
What? I want to see Miami versus Ohio State again. It'd be fun. It's been 20 years since the 21.
You don't want to see
years?
Clemson against Ohio State again because y'all lose to them 90% of the time throughout history.
Miami?
No, Clemson.
Well, and Clemson, I was going to say, I got some more fake news for you, Pete.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the news.
I really don't, but I'm going to let you do it anyway. Go ahead.
But, I mean, if you want, I can save it for Friday, if you wish.
I don't know. Instead of just saying, I got something for you to say, just fucking say it. That's what's annoying about you.
Well, here's the thing. Breaking news. Clemson University has announced that they will be going to clown a circus college now, since I've called them out. And now they have said, oh my gosh, Caden the man has called us out. What are we ever going to do? In other news, Ohio State fans are hearing rumors of the football team waking up a demon from the deep south of state, the south part of Ohio, to be part of the Ohio State football team. The unknown stats of this recruit: he stands 6'4" and he weighs 253 pounds. They know him as the Demon of Death Valley. What by that means, I don't know. The recruit said in quote, in this news this morning, said, quote, I want to hurt Michigan so badly that they start bleeding. Wow. No wonder that guy really has a lot of pimped up anger in him. And Ohio State and Michigan fans are concerned that if they wake up this so-called demon from the deep, from the southern part of the state, this could be a terrible day to be a Wolverine fan. Fans are asking the Roman Catholic Church of Michigan and the diocese to be praying that this demon does not be awoken. But unfortunately, OSU coach Ryan Day has offered this so-called man who calls himself the Demon from Death Valley, offered him $20 million to come to Ohio State on a recruit visit and to play as a freshman starter. Now, Michigan fans and Clemson fans are concerned now that he could be a dangerous person. No one could probably control this man called the Demon of Death Valley. In an interview with the host this morning from his location, he said, in quote, I'm here at Ohio State to kick ass, raise hell, make my opponents scream in agony and fear, and win a national championship. No money, no women, just my agenda. And end quote. So there is the following news article this morning as of October 3rd, 2024 at 8:15 this morning. From the Buckeye News Post, I'm Caden the Man, and this is Buckeye News reporting live on the PigskinPeete Collins Show. In the last bit of news, Georgia fans are now trying to beg this demon to come to Georgia on a begging deal, with Miami also on offers. Even Lionel Messi is donating money to University of Miami to have him come and play at Miami. Miami says he's probably the next Ray Lewis to break more records. And now Ray Lewis is even calling the man out to see what his skills are. The Demon quoted to Ray the other day on October 2nd. He said, Ray, I'm only here with the intentions of A, raising hell, B, kicking quarterbacks and linemen's ass, and C, winning a national championship ring. 1 to 4 rings, if he can. The one-house wrecking crew of a player standing 6'4", weighing 255 pounds, has said in quote, Miami is possibly a destination I might be playing at, but Ohio State has come to first in mind. LeBron James even is trying to pay him more money through deals with Nike and him and through Beats. Reporting live news, this is Cade the Man with Buckeye News, brought to you by Sheetz gas station of Central Ohio. Sheetz, the best deals of gas on Columbus. And by the official Ohio State Team Shop. Get your Buckeye merch at teamshoposu.com. Reporting live from Buckeye Studios in Columbus, I'm Cade the Man, signing off with a little heads up to PigskinPeete. I do have some exciting news.
Oh my God, dude! I let you go on for 5 minutes. Are you almost done?
Oh, Pete, this is going to be some good news for you, sir, because I just got some exciting news.
It's not going to be good news. Nothing you say is going to be good news. I know that much.
Oh, there's some Ohio State fans on here. There's some fans on here.
Yeah, and you're annoying the shit out of them too. Listen, I gave you way too much time. You should be thanking me.
Well, I appreciate you, Pete, and I appreciate you being such a kind son of a gun.
All right, yeah, then you'll appreciate this. Thank you. Holy shit.
Pathetic! You are pathetic!
People are like, oh, dude, you fucking roasted or you roasted.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Bunch of goddamn Wuhan fucking whatever. Bend over, suck my fucking nuts. I'll give you the goat.
What's up, you're all with Pete?
Come, Lord.
What's up, you're all with Pete?
Well, that was interesting. Is that what happens when you order a Scott Kerr off of Wish.com?
Yes. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Real quick, thank you, Uncle Lou, for the super chat. Mrs. Pete drank all of your Tito's. What the fuck? Mrs. Pete got me a birthday gift. One of her birthday gifts was a bottle of Tito's, and she drank all of it. That's just not right.
She drank your Tito's for your birthday?
I don't know. I've been up here for the past 2 hours, so apparently that's what happened. I don't know. I won't find out till I go downstairs and find my bottle empty, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, man. So what did you do for your birthday? Anything fun?
No. I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, if there was anything else that was,
once you reach your early 40s, you don't really celebrate after that.
Yeah, well, I just had a thing. Mrs. Fools just got through cutting my hair. She was like, you need a haircut. And she was cutting my hair. And then I got to looking at the floor and I'm like, who's all these gray hairs? Who the hell you had over at the house? I was trying to figure out where all these gray hairs came up. And then she reminded me she just cut my hair. So I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't have gray hair.
Only in your beard.
Only in my beard. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. I'm lucky, I guess. I don't know.
So are you ready for Florida State tomorrow night? Isn't that one? Or Saturday night, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed.
Why is that?
Because I wanted it to be a good game, and it's not going to be. It's going to be over by halftime.
You never know. I mean, yeah, I think y'all are going to goddamn just beat the,
That's what I'm saying. Like every other year, the vast majority of the years of my life, Florida State week is like a big week, and it's like all the wind has been taken out of the sails. The Florida State fans have gone into hiding. It's unfortunate. There's a couple stragglers here or there, but I mean they've disappeared. I don't blame them. I mean, what are they going to say? We suck. I mean, that's all I can say. They're terrible.
Well, I saw one the other day. They were trying to do like this little bit of smack talking or whatever, and there was just like this little what the hell do they call them? How are they smack talking now? It's smoke signals. Yeah.
Yes.
Sending these little smoke signals.
Yeah, from the Seminole tribe. The actual Seminole Indians are talking more shit than the Florida State fans are. Dang, man.
Down there in the casino talking shit.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday.
He says happy birthday to you as well.
Hold on. I gotta give her my
you're getting to know English.
Well, if I can find it.
Don't speak.
Yeah, here we go.
You go. You've been here 4 hours.
No comprende.
No speaking English. Thank you, Mrs. Fools. I appreciate
He
it.
says thanks. All right, there you go. Yeah, I wish that would be. What time are you playing that game at? What is it?
The Clemson game?
Yeah.
7:30, I think. Yeah, primetime game.
Okay, you're gonna stream that game, right?
Well, here's the thing. We're leaving here at like 4:00 in the morning on Sunday. So I don't know. That's the plan. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll stream the Clemson game and then just try to go to bed and sleep for a couple hours before I got to go get up. We're going to Nashville on Sunday morning. So.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well stream the game too, because there's no way that you're not going to go to sleep and not watch the game. So you might as well stream it.
You know what? That's a great point. This is why that's why you're a good friend of mine, is because you talk sense into me. Yeah, I'm going to watch it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and go to bed at halftime?
No,
that's never going to happen.
Yeah, what am I doing? Thank you for that. That's what I need. I needed somebody to talk me into it. You just did, and you made a lot of sense while you were doing it.
All right, it's like twisting the rubber arm, you know?
Yeah.
It's really hard to do.
Right.
I mean, how long is the flight? What do you got, about an hour and 10 minutes? That's enough sleep.
No, I think it's like an hour and 45 minutes, whatever. Yeah. Well, I probably won't sleep on that either. I'll probably pregame on the flight, honestly. I'll probably get a double Jack and Coke, and we'll land in Nashville, and I'll be rip roaring ready to go. You know what I mean? That's how I do.
There's no feeling in the world like getting on a flight at 4 a.m., and sitting there and take off and everybody's all groggy and you're like, let me get a double Jack Daniels, please.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at you like, oh, holy hell.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Look,
that motherfucker ain't real.
Planes are like Vegas. There's no time. You know, airports. Look.
Are you going to take the bicycle ride?
No, I'm not taking the bicycle ride. Fuck the bicycle ride. I could ride a bike for free. Why? First of all, it's $50 per person. Bring your own beer. Drive you 2 hours away from where you picked you up, and then you have to get an Uber back where you came from. No, thank you. I could ride my own bike for that.
If you pedal, do you get a reach around?
I don't want to pedal. I'm not pedaling. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds quite exciting. It actually does sound like it would be probably kind of fun if you had like a group of people, especially if you had large friends. Like if you had really fat friends and you took them on and you could just like laugh at the guy trying to bicycle you around. That would be fun. But
yeah. I don't know. We'll have a good time. We'll go to whatever Tootsie's, whatever the famous places are around there, and it'll be a good time.
Now, are you planning to get a birthday selfie with the Hawk Tua girl in Nashville?
I'll tell you what, if she's there and I see her, I'll do everything I can to get a birthday selfie with the Hawk Tour girl.
I mean, that would be awesome. That might be better than the Island Boys thing.
Oh, way better. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, you could get her to, like, if you could get her to say one of these, like, little bits for you or something like, you know, welcome to the PigskinPeete show, Hawk Tua. Yeah, something like that. That would be awesome. That'd be like your new intro. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I agree. So you're saying the Island Boys are no good?
Well, no, I like the Island Boys. You still got that clip?
I don't know. I'm looking for it right now. I've been looking for it. I can't find it. I do have this one, though.
I'm an island boy, just trying to make it. I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. I'm a hero star. I'm an island boy. Yeah.
I mean, that one really is better. I mean,
I think that was better, too.
Oh, I love those little guys.
Oh, my God.
No, that's super cool. I'm kind of jealous of the Nashville trip. I wish I'd have known about it a little bit ahead of time. Maybe we could have gone up there and drank with you, but...
Yeah. We're only going to be there for... We're leaving Sunday, and we get back... we come back Wednesday. So we're only there for, like, really 2 full days. Well, actually, maybe 3 full days, because we don't leave Nashville till, like, 6 on Wednesday. So
did Mrs. Peete have like at one of her yearly conferences there?
Yeah, one of her business conferences. So she has to go pretend like she's working for 3 hours per day or whatever it is, and the rest of the time.
You get to roll around, go to like Kid Rock's Honky Tonk and stuff like that. And,
Kid Rock's Honky Tonk. Maybe I'll see Jelly Roll up there. You know?
Oh, that would be nice. Are you gonna go? Isn't there one of those, like, what do they call them? Swamp Donkey or Coyote Uglies or something like that?
I'm sure there is. I don't know. I've never been there. I'm just assuming I'm going to walk around, and every bar I go into, people are going to be walking around in cowboy boots, dancing on the bar and singing shit. I have no idea. Hey, look who it is. Look who it is.
Happy birthday to Pete. Happy birthday to Pete. Happy birthday to Pete. Happy birthday to Pete. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Good morning.
Goddamn greedy little songbird.
God damn.
So are you taking a cowboy hat with you?
I don't own a cowboy hat. Should I buy one?
Well, you kind of look like one of those guys that you would, get like the straw one that has like the, like the big buckle kind of thing on the top of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But speaking of buckles, I might actually buy one of those. One of those belts with the big buckle on it. I am going to do that. I don't know. I don't think I look good in a cowboy hat. I got a small head. You know.
No, those glasses are just really big.
No, I got a small head. A big belt buckle is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the PBR one.
I wonder if I can get like a specially made one that says Pete on it.
Now, how much would it take to get you to ride the bull in Nashville?
What bull?
They have like the
ride no bull.
In all those bars you go to, like the the mechanical bull.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Look. No, I want to come back without crutches. Yeah, I'm not doing a. I'm not riding a bull. Especially, I'd be more likely to ride a real bull than a mechanical one.
You think so?
Yeah. Plus, mechanical bulls are for hot women to ride, so you can, well, you know why. I'm not going to say on here. Nobody.
I was actually going through some old footage, and I found all this like mechanical bull riding stuff that I'd taken on a GoPro. I need to post that now that I think about it.
Yeah, you can't ride a bull in your early 40s. Exactly, Brock. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you look creepy. You can put your cowboy boots on and wear some Daisy Dukes and a cowboy hat. And
Yeah.
get on up there.
Now, if there's a bar, I'm sure there is one or two or three or 100 bars with mechanical bulls. I'll definitely be a spectator. I'm just not going to be a participant. You know what I mean? I don't need those problems.
Now, where in Asheville are you staying? Nashville. Hopefully, you're not in Asheville. You'd be staying out in the middle of the woods.
I don't know. It's like a couple of blocks from whatever the main strip is down there. She said it's like 10-minute walk from everything. I don't know. I've never been there, so I don't know.
Maybe down there like Music Row or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Uncle Lou, you may have more purses than me, but sir, you will never be better dressed. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Got a competition going on here.
Oh, yeah, but I ain't never carrying no purse. I don't even carry my wife's purse. There's many times, Mrs. Fultz, like I made it right off the bat. Anytime a woman ever asks me, they say, hey, will you hold my purse? I got to go to the restroom. I'm like, no, but you can set it right there and I'll kill any son of a bitch that tries to take it. But I am not holding it.
This is a good question here by Shoot'em556. He says, do you think Nashville will be extra crowded with people displaced from the hurricane? Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, East Tennessee got hit pretty hard. So maybe people did leave there to go to Nashville for, until things get straightened out. But I don't know how many of them it would be. Here's what I do know, though. There's no Titans game, the Tennessee Titans game on that Sunday. We fly in on Sunday morning, so anytime there's a Titans game, I'm sure there's tens of thousands of people that aren't normally there to watch the game, but they're not going to be there. So I don't care if it's crowded or not. I mean, I actually prefer probably a crowded Nashville than a not crowded Nashville.
Yeah, nothing sucks worse than going somewhere that's actually like a cool place, fun to hang out, and then nobody's there. Like,
yeah, right.
If you're going somewhere like Nashville or New Orleans or, South Beach, Miami area. Like, you want something going on. You don't want to get there and have damn tumbleweeds and shit flying around. Feel like you're in Arizona.
The more people there, the more people I can laugh at.
Are you going to do any like live streaming, walking around or anything?
Probably, yeah. I would like to. Yeah.
That'd be cool. What airline are you taking? Like, what flies from?
Direct flight Southwest from Charleston to Nashville.
Oh no, Southwest.
Yeah, it's like it's less than 2 hour flight.
But don't you like Southwest? So it's like the weird thing to where, okay, seat number A, or, loading A, and then those people get to pick their seats, and loading B, and then like if you're C, you just got to go in there and
I don't care. I really don't care. I flew Southwest to Vegas last January, and it was fine. You know how they have the zones, like you said, A, B, C, or D? I was like E. I was like the very end, and they called C, and I just went and stood in line. They didn't say shit. Well, see, what's the worst they're going to say? You can't come on? You got to go back to E? Okay, fine.
See, I've never understood that. It kind of sucks on Southwest, though, because if you are like late, you always get, either you're next to the crying baby, or you're, there's that morbidly obese person that you have to sit next to, or, normally the pickings are pretty slim, but I've never understood the people who it's like, I'm going to get priority boarding so I can sit on the tarmac for 30 minutes longer than all of you.
Yeah.
I'm always that person.
I don't care.
I'm like,
as long as me and my wife can sit together, it's all I care about. Actually, you know what? I don't even care about that. If I'm being truthful, yeah. I'll sit by myself. I don't care. At least she won't be bothering me.
I know she's liable to drink your Tito's. You get on the phone.
Oh shit! Stop it.
She'll drink it.
Come on, man. Don't do it.
No. Please don't
do it.
So how old are you? 39?
Early 40s.
All of us on.
I'm in my early 40s.
Oh shit! I thought I was older. I thought I was older than you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure you got calls backing up. I just wanted to call and tell you happy birthday.
All right. Thank you, fools.
Hey, you know what? Before I go, you know what I got to do tomorrow?
Work.
Well, yeah, I got to work in the morning, but then after that, I have to go to fucking Clemson.
Why do you say it like that? Like it's a bad thing?
I don't know. I have to go to Clemson.
I don't even know if they have power there still. Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, I actually have to go there and funny enough, cover Clemson football. So I have to go there and do that.
Really?
Yeah. So
awesome. Yeah. So you're about. Yeah. But why are you covering Clemson football when they have an away game?
Because it's with that Mark Sturgis, I have to go there and help him and go there and go to some lakeside lodge thing there and cover. I don't know. I have no idea. I was just asked if I would do it, so I said okay. So I'm going to Clemson.
Awesome. That's great. You should be happy about that. It's an awesome place to go.
I'll have a good time.
Yeah.
I've only been there twice before. Once was with you and Huffer Billy Paul and Slim Shady Canes. So
yeah, it's an awesome place. You'll have a good time. I'm sure Mark's good people too. I don't know him. But
yeah, he's good people. We'll have a good time. We'll make it fun. But you, happy birthday, my friend.
All right.
And, love you, brother. And, many more to you, brother.
All right. Thank you, fools.
All right. See you guys.
All right. I was about to end the show. There's still people on the line here. I hate to leave them hanging. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Each one of these last calls is going to be 2 minutes long. So if you're on hold, you got 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes and counting. Oh, wrong one. What's up? You're on with Pete. All right, well, that was a lot less than 2 minutes, so that's good. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Good evening to you, sir.
I'll give you 4 minutes now since the last guy only took 2 seconds. So it's your lucky day, sir.
Appreciate that. Happy birthday to you, young man.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Who do you all play this week?
Florida State.
We're playing a high school team.
Playing a high school. Yeah. You said it. Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, we go up to Northwestern and play in the field hockey stadium. So Yeah.
But how? Listen, to be real though, how excited are you about your team this year? You guys are on fire.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it's something we haven't experienced in about 65 years. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one game at a time, man.
Yeah, one game at a time. But you got Northwestern; they're no good. You should win that one. For anybody who doesn't know, this guy is a Indiana Hoosier fan. So Indiana's having a good year.
Yeah, yes, they are. They are, but one game at a time. Then we have Northwestern. Then we get a bye week. Then we get the Cornhuskers after that, and I will be there for that game. So
awesome. You sound like a coach when you say that. One game at a time. You know, we're not. You know, we take every week. You know, as it comes. A play by play. You know, can't make any mistakes. Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Eliminate mistakes.
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes. Don't jump to conclusions. I mean, you learn from humility, but we still get humiliated in some way, shape, or form. But you know. Just go out there and kick some names and take some ass.
Kick some names and take some. I'm gonna start using that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Kick some names and take some ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Day at Ohio State should start using that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dumbass. But but no, man. Happy birthday to you. I don't know how much time I have left.
You got about 2 minutes left. Hey, what about the rumor in the chat that you are actually the Indiana Hoosiers head coach? Is that true?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not?
Buy me from where I'm at right now.
All right.
Which wouldn't take too damn much. Yeah. I win. Google me.
Is there a Indiana Hoosiers YouTube channel? I'm sure there is. There's one for everybody. I'm at this point.
There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them?
The majority of them you will find, you know, is the ones that like cover basketball.
Oh, all right. Let me rephrase that. Is there an Indiana Hoosiers football channel on YouTube?
Well, the ones that cover basketball cover football as well, so it won't be hard to find.
All right. Is there anybody from the Indiana Hoosiers YouTube community that I can go on their show and I'll be at least somewhat entertained? It won't be like the Gold and Garnet and Old from earlier today, the Florida State channel, where they're complete duds. And boring as fuck.
Yeah, there's one. And they are sports network affiliated with ESPN, but it's called Indiana Sports Beat Radio.
Yeah, all right, yeah. If they're affiliated with ESPN, then that tells me all I need to know. They're boring as fuck. So is there anybody who's not affiliated with ESPN?
Well, the one with ESPN.
Is there anybody that's sitting in their bedroom or their man cave like me who just comes on here and blabbers like an idiot for 2 hours? That's what I want to know.
There was one guy, but they shut him down. They said he wasn't liberal enough.
Who's they?
I don't know. I guess the people here on Fluff Tube. I don't know. So, yeah, I say it how it is, man. That's why they shut me out too. That's why I enjoy your entertainment.
Oh. So the answer is no. All right, I was about to write down some names so I can go troll them, but you're telling me there's nobody worth watching, so I guess I'll believe you.
Yeah. Well, there was Hoosier Motorboat, but they shut him down.
Hoosier Motorboat?
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, but God bless you, sir, and you try to enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, I will. Thank you for calling. Good luck to your. I don't think you'll need it. I think you'll beat Northwestern. They're terrible. So.
Yeah, tried and true. We're never daunted.
How many losses do you guys have? Are you one loss?
No, we're 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
So hold on now. Hold on. If you beat Northwestern, you're going to be 6-0.
Yes, sir.
Will you be leading the Big Ten?
That.
Will you be leading the? Well, holy shit! How did I miss this? I knew you guys were good, but I didn't know you were better than Ohio State. Man, where's Cades at? Indiana's better than you. For real.
I'm not getting my hopes up one game at a time, but when the time comes to face Ohio State, I'll come at it full force with the shit talking.
Wow. Wow. I thought you were 4-1, which is also impressive, but 5-0. About to be 6-0.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Watch out, Ohio State. Indiana's coming. Do you play Ohio State this year?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a win.
Ohio State and Michigan.
Where do you play them at?
At the Horseshoe.
Oh, don't matter.
Yeah.
They'll be favored by 3. Just
at home.
Listen, Ohio State will be favored by 3 against Indiana just because it's in Ohio State. You know Vegas gives 3 points to the home team, right?
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
I'll take Indiana on the money line on that one. Ryan Day doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah.
But we play Michigan at home this year too.
Yeah, Indiana's about to make the playoffs, man. Playoff team in that.
Well, if the time ever comes about that,
Playoff team in that.
Playoff team in that. Playoff team in that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but no, I appreciate it, buddy. But go Hoosiers and go Tigers from you too.
All right, man. Thank you for the call.
Yep. Have a good evening.
All right, you too. All right, guys. I'm sorry, there's a ton of people on hold. I'm going to shut it down here. If you called in late, I'm sorry that you called in late, but I do appreciate the effort because why wouldn't I? Anyway, yeah, it's going to do it for me tonight. Great show tonight. Great calls. Thanking all the people that supported the show tonight through Super Chat and otherwise, comments and all that. Hit a like on your way out. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Probably more important than anything. But here's the deal. So I've been talking about how I'm going out of town. The plan is a midday show tomorrow at 11 a.m. on my second channel. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, it's in the description of the video. Just click that link and subscribe to that. It's called the Peete Podcast channel. And Saturday at 7 o'clock or so, I'll go live for the Clemson and Florida State game and all of the other primetime games that are on Saturday night. And then I'll be gone from Sunday through Wednesday, so I won't be going live on this channel or here anyway for these regular shows that I do until I get back. I'll try to go live and post some videos from Nashville. I'm sure I will while I'm there. But anyway, if I don't see you here, which I won't until next week, go Tigers, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.